Aphmau in Love, Part 3 of MyStreet, uploaded February 29th, 2016, the same day that I published Villagers in the Wild. but oh well. And 4 years before I published 496, so there you go. But of course there is no February 29th of this year, which I failed to account, really. I knew I was going to stream today just because I'm late because of work. So that's something. And also since I'm not doing too well at the moment, really, because of everything that's been going on today. Not that everything's bad, it's just a lot. Then I don't have any guests. So hopefully this should flow a little bit faster than usual. Perhaps only about double the runtime of a usual MyStreet episode rather than the usual 4 times or something. I don't know. I've also got another chocolate egg here because, of course, we're still talking about love. You know, from, I guess, February was extended for Aphmau, so the month of love continued. And so shall we. So without further distraction, on with the reaction.
Here we are! This is the restaurant where your father took me on our first date!
Mom! Did you really have to bring us here?
This is quiet too. Let me turn that up. There we go.
Oh, Zuzu, it's symbolic! Coming to this restaurant is good fortune for any couple!
Mom, it's just a superstition you made up.
Mom believes every couple who has a date here ends up getting married.
What? It's true! Every couple I've ever known who's come on a date here ended up getting married. Now, Zane, why don't you and Aphmau kiss?
What?
Didn't we just have an entire episode about them kissing before, and how it was a big deal to get their first kiss on camera, and they haven't talked about that yet? Ziana, come on, you've got worse notes bad than me, and I've watched this episode 3 days ago. Oh, it was a nice rhyme. Oh yeah, distraction reaction. I've been doing that for ages, like when I say without further ado, on with the review. I just say that this time because it's more a reaction than a review, but yeah. So that's the difference. Oh, it's too loud for you guys. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll turn it down then. That's alright. In fact, actually, I can turn it down on Streamlabs. That's probably better. Let's see. Where is it? Oh. Weird enough, it doesn't seem to even... Oh, it's desktop audio. Okay. Alright. There you go. Minus 9.9 decibels. There we go. See how that goes. And also I did turn down like to half the volume, so maybe I'll account for that a little. There we go.
Mom, stop being weird! I'm not going to kiss Aphmau in front of you!
Ah, Zane finally standing up for himself. I'm glad. You know, it's always good when Zane's actually, you know, doing what he sets out to do and and doesn't bend to the will of others all the time. Well, not that he does that usually anyway, just usually around Aphmau and Ziana, weirdly enough.
But I want to be here for your first kiss!
Mom, I think you need to calm down. Zane will kiss Aphmau when he's ready.
See, Zane, even though Zane had a much more aggressive reaction, he's got still more composure than Garth. Absolutely. And yes, Shiny, Ziana, come on. Exactly.
Exactly.
He will, huh?
I mean...
Aaron, you're not making things better. You know what's going on.
I am her boyfriend, aren't I? But I'm not ready.
Good.
Yet.
Okay. You know what? Any other character other than Zane, I'd find it weird that he'd be teasing someone in this scenario. Maybe Travis would do that as well. But yeah, because it's Zane, he gets a pass.
What did you say, Zuzu? You know no one can hear you when you mutter behind that mask.
Mommy, shouldn't you reserve a table?
Oh, right! I almost forgot. I'll be right back.
What was that about?
I mean, if you're already at the restaurant, you might as well just, you know, sit at a table. Unless there's a restaurant that does reservations only. Garth just wants Zane to kiss Aphmau. I know, that's what I'm saying. He's got no composure. Remember episode 3 when he turned into his Jury of 9 form? just but from like one comment that Dante made casually. Of course. And yes, Ziana does need to chill a little bit. Like I've said before, Ziana comes from a place of good, but she gets very, very out of hand very quickly.
Whatever do you mean?
All right, guys, we need to get our heads together. All we have to do is
You're Jelly Boy. Garth the Jelly Boy. I like that.
get past this date, and then you guys never have to do this again.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Aphmau, just try to hang in there. You've come this far.
I know. But still, I'm having such a hard time doing this.
See, this is where Zane Mao finally shattered. You know, if Aphmau can't really have a proper date with Zane, then it's not going to happen. And there you go.
Zane, do you still have that potion you showed me?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh?
Show it to me.
Fine. Here it is.
It's a love potion.
What?
Of all people to show a potion, you show Vlad. Okay, I guess. Sounds like a fangirl shipper on steroids. I mean, she's not as bad as Kawaii-chan even now. But she doesn't like sneak around and take pictures. She'll ask them to their face. At least she's decent in that way.
It's not what it seems like.
You better not have had any intention on using this on Aphmau.
No, I had taken this from Michi a while back. I never had any intent to use it.
And he kept it in your pocket the entire time. This is proof that Zane never changed his clothes.
I asked Zane to bring it on this date. Before we left to the mall,
Oh, I guess not then.
he was thinking he wasn't going to be able to go through with this. If things turned south for him, I was going to give him just a little bit of this love potion. But he hasn't had any trouble doing this, it seems. However, if you are Aphmau,
No! I'm not taking a love potion. Throw the thing away. Love potions are dangerous.
Indeed they are. They can sometimes have very fatal consequences, can't they?
Right. I told you this was a bad idea, Vlad.
it was just a backup plan. I would never make someone take it without knowing.
I trust you, Vlad. But after seeing what Lucinda has been through with love potions, just having them around is a...
Okay, we need to explore that more. Because I keep like picking up little details of things that they should have been included in the past, I reckon. I mean, if Lucinda's had love potions affected on her before, that actually kind of explains her relationship with Ivan, doesn't it? Because they were all over each other in such an over-the-top way that it seems very reminiscent of love potions, actually. So yeah, now I think about it, yeah. I mean, unless Lucinda's like that one TikTok meme, you know, the one that's like, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm a top, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Except when I'm with my baby. You know, that one. I don't know. Unless it's like that, then I guess maybe Ivan didn't. But Ivan is a wizard, so it's possible. Love potions are only dangerous if someone breaks the spell. Not necessarily. I advise you to go back and read the Half-Blood Prince again and see how Voldemort got conceived. Because that had dire consequences and was all due to love potions.
Bad idea in general. All right, I got us a table. Let's go.
Coming, Mummy!
Psst! Aphmau! Zane! Don't forget to hold hands!
Just a little longer, Aphmau, I promise. Mom just has to believe we're a couple for a few more hours.
Right. I think I need to go to the bathroom when we get settled down.
To be fair, this is basically just glorified roleplay. It's only Ziana that's making it so bad for everyone. And maybe Aaron a little bit. Aaron's antagonizing Zane a little bit, but, you know, Zane can clap back at least.
Anything, Aphmau. I'll take care of you.
Oh yeah, I always forget that Michi could teleport. Oh god, no. Please.
A love potion, eh? Oh, what an idiot for tossing it in the bushes.
It's your love potion, Michi. You're the one who gave it to Zane. You've just forgotten about that. I mean, I know that Michi's dumb, but still. I guess he's too busy being an agent of chaos to realize what's, right in front of her and plan everything out.
But this might just be my ticket to getting Aaron to forget about Aphmau.
Actually, you know what? That's probably the difference between Michi and Ian, I think. Because where Ian has had much worse consequences across the entirety of, well, basically the world, in his quest for chaos, that he waited years to plan out his revenge on everyone until it was like the perfect moment, and he found like the right alliance to form part of, actually. Even if he does seem like pathetic in comparison to the likes of Michael, he still has that to him. Whereas Michi just like goes around and just thinks of the first thing that comes to her mind and just tries like, prank people essentially. So there you go. One of them is an evil genius, the other one's a prankster. There you go. Aaron is also a jelly boy. What the? Yeah, well, yes. Yes, Aaron is too, but, he plays it off a lot cooler than Gareth can because, he's not Gareth.
Since you'll be in love with someone else. Yeah?
I also love that Ziana and Michi are voiced by the same person, so it's basically this two characters voiced by I can't remember the name of the lady, that are trying to work together to get Zane and Aphmau together. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the voice actor was, at least at the time, dating Keston, so that makes it even stranger. Fair enough. There we go. Ziana Michi's voice. Yeah, Amy. There we go. Amy Kitsu, that's the name. I keep forgetting.
I'm feeling so queasy about this.
Aphmau reenacts every gotcha video ever with the bathroom scene.
I might have been able to do this before, but now that Aaron's here, I just feel so uncomfortable. What am I gonna do?
What trouble did you get yourself into now?
Caitlin! Where did you come from?
The bathroom stall over there? Chill out, you seem like you're on edge.
I am.
So tell me.
Caitlin, Garth, Vlad, and Zane are lying to their mother. She thinks that Zane and I are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, Undertale music, Emily. Exactly. That's been a thing for the past few episodes. In fact, this very track, I'm pretty sure, is the one that played throughout the entirety of the last episode. A lot of YouTubers around this time used Undertale music because I'm pretty sure that it's copyright free, so people can use it and it will serve as good background music in a lot of situations. In fact, there's one YouTuber called Wismichu, actually, who I'm pretty sure still uses Megalovania in his outro. He kind of goes back and forth between it, but yeah, it's been a staple of his channel since probably 2015, actually, or at least 2016.
When we're not. However, we've been pretending all day that we are, and things just got 1,000 times more uncomfortable since she invited Aaron to dinner. Well, wait a minute. Why are you here?
Nicole and I are here for dinner as well. This is our favorite restaurant to come to.
Kenan's drama senses are tingling.
I don't know what to do, Caitlin. I think I'm just gonna break and tell the truth.
Kinda late for that. Just man up and finish the date.
Huh? Wait, how can you say that, Caitlin?
I mean, it is one date. You had a plan anyway, that you said that things didn't work out between you guys, and then you were kind of gonna break it off later. If it weren't for what happens in this episode, that would actually be a solid plan and a good way to get out of the situation.
Aren't you supposed to be the voice of reason here?
Kaden, the voice of reason? When? What series have you been watching this whole time, Aphmau?
We all do stupid things. We're human.
Caitlin.
Plus, things are a little boring in the restaurant tonight. We're sitting off to the side of you guys, so the show will be fun to watch.
Like I said, Kaden's drama senses were tingling. Absolutely, that's why she's there.
I knew there was a catch! This is just another one of your Netflix shows to you.
Calm down. I'll come say...
To be fair, actually, isn't Bridgerton a Netflix show, and that's based around a couple pretending to date? that they need to date to please particularly their parents, but also the society as a whole. So Aphmau's really on the nose here about that, but she was 5 years early in her commentary, I suppose. MyStreet, the show that's ahead of its time. We all knew it, but there you go.
Save you if you need help. Now go on and finish what you started.
Thanks, Caitlin. That makes me feel kind of better, I think. Anyway, wish me luck.
You'll need it.
Convincing.
So
Aiden misses all the good cinematic shots, doesn't he? That's why you should actually watch the streams when he's not involved in them. Oh, I accidentally muted. Whoops.
So Aphmau, tell me, what do you love about Zuzu?
Mom!
Wait, what do you mean exactly?
Why are you holding back from such a man? Zuzu is more than ready for a baby.
He just said he wasn't ready to kiss. Why do you think he's ready for a baby, Ziana? Stop confusing Zuzu for yourself. That doesn't help. Oh, hi, Minruto.
Mom, are you kidding me?
We're both late this
Zane
time.
could barely take care of a hamster.
He'd probably be afraid of a baby.
What?
No, Zane's more afraid of himself as a baby. We all remember that classic episode.
Baby was a hamster.
Excuse me? But my babies would not be hamsters.
So you would have Zuzu's hamster babies?
Susie's hamster babies. Can that be the name of a business somewhere? Zuzu's hamster babies? That has to be a thing. Emily, can we like write that down somewhere and have Zuzu's hamster babies be like a pet shop or something somewhere? That's gotta be a thing now. Zuzu's hamster babies. Oh, I just remembered something. I was gonna say like stick it on a t-shirt. I remembered also. I've got some my Unus Annus merch actually came today. Like more Unus Annus merch that I ordered at the same time. Like the camp stuff came beforehand, but this, I mean, yeah, like this came today as well. I was gonna put it on after my haircut, but I never ended up doing that. I was going to take a picture for my Instagram, but there you go. Now just matching Zuzu's hamster babies on the t-shirts. That's fine.
It's a hamster.
So you would have Zuzu's
skipped back
hamster
by
babies?
accident.
What? No, that's not what I meant.
Pardon me. I'm gonna head to the bathroom.
Oh, babies are so cute. They have fun.
I feel like I feel like Aphmau, you know, when Jason said that Aphmau had a thing for writing IC in scripts or something, I feel like the thing that she really has a thing for saying is I'm going to the bathroom, because because that's the excuse in a lot of settings, you know, a lot of public appearances actually. Cupid has a pet shop now, it's canon. I don't know about I don't know about that necessarily. I don't know. Probably for something else, I imagine. That's also a thing. Zuzu pets its toy hamsters. Wait, what? Is that an actual thing? I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, look, by the way, I've got very few tabs open this time. Look at that. Is this an adequate amount of tabs for you people? Am I not having too many tabs open? Especially considering that this one was like my classwork that I was doing beforehand. What was I gonna do? Oh yes, that's right, yeah. Yeah. Zuzu's hamsters, yeah. Oh yeah, well, I mean, Zuzu spelled a little bit differently, but yeah. Now, I'm just gonna check. Hamster babies. No, apparently not. Oh well. Yeah, we'll hold on to that idea, Emily. If we ever get into like the Hamtaro fan base or something, we could just start like a new ham or something called Zuzu that has like a daycare or something. Oh, good grief. Oh, good. I'm good. I'm glad that I'm improving with tabs. Jeez.
Oh, you little cheeks like hamsters!
I
They do.
need some water. Where's our waiter?
Right here. Sorry for the wait.
Ah,
Oh, good grief.
Sorry about that.
it's a
Did she just spill love potion on him? That's the same bottle. It's glowing in the exact same way. It's the same color. That's the same bottle. She just spilled love potion on Gareth's shirt.
okay. I'm going to dry this off. Be right back.
Excuse me. Can I get some water?
Oh, yes. Here, I have another one. This one especially for you, darling.
That's not sus at all, is it?
Thank you very much.
Are you sure you want to continue this?
I mean, I kind of have a knack for discovering meatballs and mustaches. Why am I leaning that way? My mic's not plugged in. I have to remember that. The mic's not plugged in. Right. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's try that again. I mean, I kind of have a knack for discovering meatballs and mustaches. Remember in season 2 of Phoenix Drop High?
Sure. I just need to get into character.
And yes, Michi was in before. Yeah, it's not like she appeared out of nowhere. Although she did appear out of nowhere, actually. She teleported into the scene randomly. I don't know whether she was, like, just observing from a distance or something, or, like, how powerful cat vision is. I mean, if you think about it, if Mifa vision is that powerful, then Kawaii-chan could be spying on Aphmau and Zane right now and they wouldn't know about it. And Aaron's right there.
I just need some water to cool down or something. Jeez, what was in that water?
Yeah, I always like drinking green water, Aphmau. That was a really good idea. That would have been like the first thing to ask. Why is this water green?
I feel funny.
Aphmau, are you okay?
I'm fine. As long as you're here, Zane, I'm always alright.
Okay, so here's my question about love potions. How do they work exactly in this reality? Because I mean, in the Harry Potter franchise, you have to like add something of the person to the potion in order to make it effective, basically. But in this instance, I don't think anything was added of Zane's. And if so, when did Michi acquire something of Zane's? Did she like get a hair off his hoodie or something? I mean, if he never changed his clothes, then that would make sense. But still, I'm genuinely curious about this because she didn't even look at him. Not like in Midsummer Night's Dream, actually, another example of that. I know that Aphmau's a Shakespeare fan, at least they're Romeo and Juliet, which is, you know, basic, but still. That it works, that you fall in love with the first person that you lay eyes upon. But she didn't lay eyes upon him, she was looking down at the green water. I don't get it. And yeah, too late, Mint Ruto, she already did it.
What?
You look very handsome today, Zane.
What's going on? This is crazy! Why am I just watching them? I have half the mind to kiss her right in front.
Aaron? Oh, you up?
Wow. Wow, Aaron. Okay. It's weird. Aaron's rage was characterized much differently, you know, when before the Ultima reveal. Because I mean, if he has that much of an urge to kiss her, and he was like that mad about it, surely that would have brought out the eyes. But no, he's perfectly fine now. He just has an urge to kiss Aphmau, which, let's face it, what guy doesn't in this universe? Would it be whose voice you hear first? Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, because Zane was the one who talked first. Although if that was the case, that was like super lucky on behalf of Michi that no one else spoke beforehand. Like, imagine if Ziana had spoken beforehand. Good lord.
Okay. You've been acting kind of off.
Nothing. It's nothing. It just bothers me that they're in this situation.
It does. Hey, you know, we should work together to get them out of this mess.
Okay, two things. First of all, mirror. Nice touch. Although, how is that reflection working? Because it should be like on the other side? Oh no, if the camera's looking onwards like that, then yes, they would show up that way. Would they? No. No, that's still wrong, I think. No, but maybe not. Let's leave it there. Anyway, glad there's a mirror there to begin with. Second of all, though, I'm happy to see Garth and Aaron team together the same way that Garth and Lawrence would. Maybe this is like a sign of the fact that Lawrence was gradually going to be replaced in the series, but well, it's still nice to see Garth returning to his old ways for a good cause this time.
Yes.
How?
Easy. We'll ask them questions they can't answer. Eventually, Zane is bound to cave in and tell Mommy the truth.
I appreciate you trying to help them. However, I can't do that. I'm just gonna head back to the table.
All right. But it's only going to get worse if we don't work together to do something.
That being said, that is the least sneaky plan that Garth has ever come up with. I mean, come on, where's the fish attracting a bunch of cats to be sicked on Zane or something? I mean, we all know that cats love Zane. Anyway, hello to Joan Wyrick. I hope I'm saying that name right. And yeah, it's nothing at all. I played Fortnite last night. It was fun. I have not played Fortnite since 2018, and my friends kind of forced me to. I have I made a parody of at the time, actually, where that I was going to release, but I never did because it was supposed to be on a second channel with those very same friends, because I was sure as heck not having Fortnite on my main channel. But oh well, that never came to be.
Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of this music by now. Like the Undertale music. It's the same track all the way through, which usually isn't bad, because again, like I said, royalty free. It's also on a constant loop, so it works as a track for the whole episode. The problem is, it doesn't really. Should we do that for the whole episode? I've always been I've always had a thing with sound mixing. Again, it feels a bit like a gacha video actually in that way, in the same way that they loop the same track multiple times just to have a piece of music in the video, regardless of how it fits the mood of the scene. I mean, it's not like that. Like the stakes are really super high in this episode right now. At least compared to later on, it's very light-hearted in tone. But even so, there's still a little bit of variation in there, I think. And no, you're not saying it right, but it's okay. Okay, well, if you want to put the actual pronunciation in, then I will correct myself. Otherwise, I don't know. And yeah, so Shiny says that Fortnite sucks. Well, I never really got into it myself, again, because my friends forced me to it. I wasn't really a person for playing first-person shooters, really. Except for on the Wii that one time, and I found out I was weirdly good at this one particular game that I can't remember the name of. Oh, I think it was House of the Dead or something. Yeah, which was strange revelation. But yeah, definitely not Fortnite, because no one even told me what the controls were on PC. They just kind of let me stew in my own ignorance and never helped me out. Yeah. Oh well. And Cupid. Yes, exactly. Yes, the Cupid is in love with the alpha is a perfect example of one track being looped over. That one does change the track halfway through the episode, but I still say that two tracks aren't really that much better than one, especially when it kind of happens without really much rhyme or reason.
Oh, do you have any nicknames for Zuzu?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Zuzu's already a nickname, right? You could just use that. In fact, I think Aphmau does call him Zuzu, actually.
I call him my cupcake.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Zane. That's actually weirdly fitting for him. She does try and call Aaron Cupcake in Season 3, and it utterly fails, because he can't say it with a straight face. But yeah, for Zane, it actually really works.
Only because you're so sweet.
Aphmau.
Zane and I love to bake cupcakes together. I love when he gets the frosting on his handsome face. Oh,
Joanne Wyrick. Okay. Oh, so I got the Wyrick right. Weirdly enough, that's the part that I was worried about. Okay. Interesting, but thank you for that.
adorable!
Well, what's going on?
Aphmau was just telling me how much she loves Zane. Oh, I'm so happy you're being open with me, girlfriend.
So, Aphmau, how long have you been in love with Zane?
She's not going to answer
Ever since we kissed under the mistletoe at Christmas.
What?
That is the same excuse she came up with on her own, so it's fitting that under love potion is the same thing, I guess. I mean, I'm glad, because otherwise Yana would have smelled a rat right there. Apart from, like, you know, the hearts on her eyes, because that's another dead giveaway. Fun fact, I used heart eyes as an insult for Leon when I was like doing like the improv things with Maniac Studios, or Team Main as they were called back then. Because yeah, like we did mini games in our Mr. Kills characters as well, much like Aphmau did the ones in MyStreet. And yeah, I didn't realize at the time that every character had hearts in their eyes, like the texture that Mania used for them. But yeah, I used that for Leon because he was basically a bully. That was the character that the guy gave him at the time. The guy's name was Jesus, actually. Anyway. I suck at Fortnite back in 2018, but now in 2021 I'm getting better. Well, there you go. That's character progression, I suppose.
Must have been awkward, since it's just a tradition.
Are you kidding me, Garth? I've always wanted to kiss Zane,
Which means that you didn't fall in love with him under the mistletoe, therefore your first answer to the question is invalid?
especially on the lips. They've always looked so soft.
Which you can't actually see, but there you can see, none of this is making sense anymore. Ziana should be smelling a rat right now.
I'm blushing.
Aphmau.
What the?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Aphmau, what's going?
Vlad should know what's going on. He should. He was the one who suggested this in the first place. He should have seen this coming. You know. Also, you know, since he was there when she had the green water. Anyway. Oh, and Kitty Cat, the Queen of Cats, Pokemon with an Aphmau piece is back. Oh no, this episode was a bit weird because I don't think a lot of people shipped Zane x Aphmau back when it was posted. Not at this stage. I think there's this probably, I've said this a lot, but this is probably like the actual final nail in the coffin for them. Or maybe like Akon 2016 when Zane says he's not in love with her. But yeah, it actually like, that goes back and forth. There's a lot of ships that were being teased and like drawn upon all over the place actually. I feel like that was like the main core focus of Aphmau's marketing at the time, is getting those fans into shipping. Because I mean, especially because she calls this Minecraft anime. And in anime, there's a lot of characters that, of course, you know, you have that have specific followings, and that there is, and the showrunners keep people watching because they follow a certain ship for them. You know, let's look at the My Hero Academia franchise actually, which came out after this. Well, actually, the manga was posted before this, but you know what I mean. So, but yes, it's a common trope basically. You know. Imagine the situation, instead of like Garmao, Larmao, Zanemao, Armao, you know, all those people. Imagine it's like Totodeku, Bakudeku, bloody, 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 blah. I don't actually care. So it just happens that way. So so actually, I think that's probably what drew people in initially. So having focus on quite a few of these was quite important. And I'm guessing that Lawrence actually kind of got the short end of this at this time, because I believe this is when Season 2 of Minecraft Diaries was going on, and Larmau was the most present ship in that series because Garth was off in the Irene dimension, Aaron hadn't really appeared yet, so that was all going on too. That's what I believe. Anyway, let's go back to this. Let's see. I have a friend, how to teach him how to get better. Yeah, okay. Correction, Aphmau has, I think, soft mask. I mean, yeah, exactly. She kissed him on the mask, of course. And and Kitty Cat then replies, I think a lot of people probably thought the Zane was a bit too rude in the season because of earlier episodes. Well, maybe, but his transition from like episode 11 onwards was very quick. That was like less than half of the series at this point, because we're 20 episodes after How the Zane Stole Christmas. That's plenty of time in fandom time to forgive any past misdemeanors of characters. I mean, just look at Vegeta, look how quickly he turned around. We have become more KCs, says Joanne Myrick. I don't know what that means.
Gotten into you! I didn't want it like this.
Zane, we should kiss right now. I'm so tired of holding back from you.
Let me get my camera! Hold on!
This can't be happening!
Aphmau!
Once we kiss Zane, we can get married.
Aphmau.
That sounds like a
I have a thing with Bardock. Well, yeah, I mean, Bardock himself was an antagonist. Well, it could have been an antagonist. He was an anti-hero in his own story, of course, but, he was a conqueror of worlds, a destroyer of planets, as a soldier of King Vegeta's. It's not like he was really a good guy. It's just that, framed from his perspective, Frieza was a lot worse because, Frieza's a lot worse. But yeah, he's not exactly the paragon of good either. That probably goes to Gine, honestly. What, Kawaii-chans? We become more Kawaii-chans. We become less Kawaii-chans, if anything, from this point, because then the actual ship started getting more development. I think it's because, like, at that point, once Aphmau had settled down with, like, one particular person she was going with, the series took the route of, like, the romance blossoming, basically, and some of the other characters got other ships involved with them, to a much lesser extent, but then also the romances get teased in the background as well, and they become the subplots of the episodes. So it just carries on the same way, but just slightly differently. Bardock had Gine change him. Again, not really, because, I mean, what he never really changed properly, because in the episode of Bardock Special, he only really he rebels against the Frieza Force because he realizes the planet Vegeta is in terror. It's an act of self-preservation, as well as preservation for the entire Saiyan race, not just for Gine. The person that he actually feels the most towards and wants to be the safest is Kakarot, because that's why he goes off planet, because that was Bardock's idea. So yeah, again, Bardock and Gine's romance, because they're Saiyans, it doesn't really develop in the exact same way that humans would have a romance, because Saiyans don't feel love in that exact same way. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, they seem to be much more functional as a partnership than most Saiyan couplings, which don't usually last that much, really. At least he isn't as evil as the Demon Warlock, but Demon Warlock didn't exist back then, so I'm going to say that he's as evil as the high school Gene. And yeah, you did spell that right. That is how you spell Gene. And I don't know. I mean, sometimes Zane did go further than Gene, really, but not. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. Not specifically, because yeah, Gene obviously had a much more personal approach. Zane was more about power and such. So he was like whoever gets collateral. But no, Gene was much more hyper-focused. Again, it's weird that all the differences that are coming up between the MyStreet antagonists, they all seem to fulfill the same core purpose, but they all have different ways of going about it. I think that's what makes them much more unique. I think I should do a discussion video on that at some point.
Hold on! I got a priest on speed dial for just such an occasion!
Aphmau, you can't be serious about this.
I've always been serious about you.
Aphmau!
Huh? What's going on?
Zane was already leaning in. He was like, I can't resist this. I have to. This is what's going to happen now. That kind of thing. When the anime guy is completely cornered by the affections of the girl. But there you go.
Where am I?
Huh? Aphmau?
What are
Nice particle effects, though. Not just like the regular Minecraft ones.
we doing?
You don't remember the love potion residue? That makes
Oh, he knows the potion residue. Okay.
sense! Waiter, come here!
Oh, hello! How can
I knew you looked familiar!
What do you... My mustache! Where did it go?
I guess Zane can't identify all Mifwa who are wearing a mustache. Perhaps not. I like movie Bardock. Movie Bardock didn't even interact with Gine, did he? So even then, that doesn't work. Because Gine was in Dragon Ball Minus.
You laced her drink with that love potion, didn't you?
Whoops! Michi poo!
Again,
none of
we
you
haven't
are gonna
addressed
tell
the
your
fact that
mom-
she teleports.
Then I will. Ziana, Aphmau is...
In fact, she's better at teleporting than Lucinda is, considering that Lucinda actually has the same incantation. So, if I say like Mifwa have one specific magics that they can do or something, or at least Kawaii-chan and Michi do, I'm guessing that Michi's is teleportation. Which, to be fair, for a prankster like her, comes in really handy. A bit like the Cheshire Cat, actually. I mean, the Cheshire Cat has way more powers, of course, but still, it's maybe that was the inspiration for Michi, the Cheshire Cat. I'll have to look that up. Maybe.
Ziana, I'm...
Aphmau, stop.
Huh?
Let me tell her. Ziana, Aphmau and your sons have been lying to you this whole time.
What? Is this true? How could you?
They did it for a good reason. Aphmau has someone else she loves.
Wait, what? Caitlin, you know?
I've always known, and we can't hide it anymore.
Just the way that she says, I've always known. That's like immediate tone setter for the rest of it. And yes, Emily, you're right. That it was her fault for drinking green water. Exactly. Who drinks green water? Oh, look at this. This is great orange milk. I'm going to just down this right now. There we go.
Ziana, Aphmau is my girlfriend.
What?
She's been afraid to tell anyone. Zane
Reliving high school days much, Caitlin?
was just covering for her.
Caitlin, why are you...
Aphmau, you shouldn't have to hide this from anyone. You should be proud of who you are and who you love. Oh, Zuzu, you're
Good message, but ill-timed.
such a good friend to help her.
Oh my, Irene, this just keeps getting worse.
Caitlin, tell our mom the truth!
I'm trying to help you guys out here.
Oh, that's right. That's totally why. The reason. I mean, I live in their house, so I can confirm this.
Oh my, Irene, this just keeps getting worse.
Wait, is that when Vlad confesses he lives in their house? Like, I don't think that was made clear, really, was it? I don't know. Let's see. I totally wasn't listening to Wings from Fallen Angels. Oh, wow, okay, fair enough. Wait, which version? The Aiden version or my version? Because yeah, they are slightly different. I quote, Bardock, you're here, said Guinea. And Bardock, where's Kakarot? Well, yeah, like I said, the person he has the most concern for is Kakarot, not Guinea. You just proved my point, Minruto, I'm sorry. And Joanne Myrick says, you told her she wanted to kiss. Yeah. That should have been the giveaway right there, because they've been talking about the fact that they want to kiss the entire episode. And yes, Kitty Cat, this is definitely funny. I'm like a bit under the weather, so I'm not reacting as strongly as I normally would. And I totally wasn't into Cyclops Dismay. There's everyone like choosing like their favourite Jacob Butter songs or something. I might have to like make a list, like the top 10 Jacob Butter songs or something. Let me know if you want me to do that. And I'll get people's votes in.
This is too sweet. You're all such wonderful friends. Caitlin, Aphmau, you two should kiss. What?
Oh my goodness.
Well,
She just wants to see like a kiss, doesn't she? She doesn't even care who it is anymore. She's just like in for the ride, basically. I guess also like the superstition of the couples coming here and getting married or something. When I say Wings and Fallen Angels, I totally don't mean your version, I'm totally not like, yeah, I know. Yeah, the Aiden version is far superior to my own. Yes.
If you insist.
Pucker up, gorgeous. Caitlin, we've talked about this. That's it.
Okay. I'm surprised that someone hasn't like sampled the audio of Lizzie saying "pucker up, gorgeous" and sent it to her. That's amazing. I mean, kudos to Caitlin. She is an actress. She's gonna get into character. I mean, there you go. Yes, she's far more committed than I would be in this situation. Oh, we're still talking about Bardock now. Okay, I like how Bardock hugged Guinea, and I saw Bardock's tail was loose when Bardock is thinking about Guinea. I suppose. I mean, again, there's like a wistful missing, basically, but you know, not like he's going to admit that. Again, I'm still not entirely convinced that their romance is what you're implying, because again, they are Saiyans. Probably from Guinea's perspective, yes. I mean, I've watched a lot of Masako X stuff, so I could kind of see like the dynamic way that he's explored it. But yeah, from Guinea's perspective, he does feel much more human than Bardock ever did. And yeah, I'm still wondering what the GVMV since the GVMV was so bad. Yeah, I know. It's interesting. Like, it's like skipped a version. Like, there was nothing done in Gacha Life at all from that video. And Bardock loves his wife no matter what. There is stronger. They're not married. That's the thing. I don't think Saiyans marry really. Again, I could be wrong there actually. There's like more speculation from my part, but yeah. When Gine cried, Bardock pulls on his side when Goku was sent away to Earth. You know what? Fair enough. Of course, I don't recall the scenes that well as you do, clearly, because you've definitely hyper-focused on their romance. Perhaps I'll have to explore them a bit more on the Butter Bunch. I'm not sure yet. And we know Caitlin's bi. Yes, we do know that Caitlin's bi. So I guess that helps her get into character. But also, not only do we know that Caitlin's bi, but it's also implied in the mini games and also in the theory that I made like 3 years ago or so, or 4 years ago. I don't know which one. That Caitlin and Aphmau had like a secret, very short-lived romantic past when like they were like experimenting. It's like that's a really terrible way of putting it because the word experimenting implies that it's not like genuine. I don't know, but yeah, basically they kind of like it seems like they kind of like dated for a while, like Caitlin liked Aphmau for a time, so I guess in that way, yes. Also, that's kind of also a thing. Lizzie, aka Princess Rizu, truly brings Kane to life. It wouldn't be the same without her as a voice actor. Yeah, and again, there's the famous example of Lizzie and Moika originally being cast as the other characters the other way around, and then suddenly they got swapped last minute. So yeah, it truly worked out for the best here, absolutely. And Artemis SOS says Pog. Is that you, Jaden? I'm not sure.
I'm tired of lying. Ziana, I need to tell you the truth. The real truth. Zayn and I aren't dating. I am not dating anyone.
What?
Your boys only want to make you happy.
Oh my goodness. Ziana's been lied to so many times so far. She's been lied to by Vlad initially, then by Gareth, then by Zayn, then by all of them, then by Aphmau again. But then when she was talking to her about how Zayn and her got together, then Caitlin, and then now Aphmau's confessing the truth. So she was lied to 6 times, at least. I'd be very annoyed if I was Ziana.
Happy. They knew how distraught you'd get.
Ross left. Okay. Yes, Ross did leave. I don't see how that relates to, I guess since we're talking about voice actors. Weird to bring up, but okay.
If you thought Zayn was lonely, but in reality, he's not lonely. Even though we aren't a thing, he's one of my best friends, and I won't let him be unhappy. Even if he wanted to be.
Aphmau. Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to tear up! You are such a wonderful friend! And my boys.
Yes, Mommy?
You're all such horrible liars.
You didn't have to go through all this trouble to make me happy.
Yes, they did. You were crying. Stop pretending.
I would have been heartbroken, but I would have gotten over it. Knowing that my boys care enough about me to go through this, it makes me happy. But never do it again.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Now,
Shiana.
let's all just put this behind us and start over. Let me treat you all to dinner.
That's what they're there for. I know that Ross was the werewolf, whose name was Daniel, by the way. Daniel, yes. You don't need to tell me. I made a song about him. I know. Again, if you want me to do a top 10 Jacob Butter songs, let me know.
I swear!
That one will not feature. It's terrible.
One day air will be mine! Huh?
I came as fast as I could. Did someone say Aphmau and Caitlin were going to kiss?
So, I guess Travis also, fell from the top of a roof twice now, I guess. I guess Travis's superpower also, maybe he's still under the effects of the invulnerability potion from Lucinda? And who did he hear it from? Like, in universe, who did he hear from that Caitlin and Aphmau were going to kiss? Whereas, was that something that was said to him by an inner voice in his head, perhaps? There's so many, mini theories I could do. I just do a lightning round of MyStreet theories one time. All the voice actors worked so hard on MyStreet to bring it to life. Too bad the writers made it where they can't record the episodes. Yeah, that was like the turning point, but also Copper as well, and also like the poor ratings of Phoenix Drop Days. I wouldn't have like. Of course, it's sacrilege to try and bank all of your ratings onto one show, but I would have thought that Aphmau knew that. But oh well, I digress. And Travis definitely has powers, but they're not really fully realized yet. So I'm trying to think of justifications because I always do that with MyStreet.
Close, but didn't happen.
Ah, man, that's my OTP right there.
No, it's not, Travis. Nice joke, but no, it's not. We all know what team Travis is playing for. Fireplace. Okay, don't know why he was doing on the fireplace, but there you go. Travis has the power of destroy. No, Travis has the power of resist. He has the power of like resisting anything. Who knows? Maybe Travis is like secretly like super like that was like the forever potion that was on him or something. Like the vessel preparation involved him actually being able to survive that far. Like the house explosion, the falling from the roof. Yeah, like the descent from Love Paradise very soon after from like the top building, a lot of things basically. Maybe there's something there in like the follow up theory about Travis, the other truth about Travis, if you will. Interesting. Again, lot to think about actually. I haven't been hanging out with the Kawaii-chan too much. I guess, yeah, we don't really see them really interact that much, actually, like across the entire series. Who knows? Maybe they have a few OTPs to talk about. I mean, if it had been Kawaii-chan that came in at the end, like, thwarting Michi's plan, that would have been even worse. That would have, like, teared up apart their relationship. But oh well. Oh, there's FNAF in the corner of our end card. Yes. Indeed, yes, the FNAF series that came out a while before MyStreet. Yeah, I used to think that the character, what was it, like Claire or something, was actually supposed to be like the other child, and that was going to be like the introduction of the series because that was like the only character that was an Aphmau sister in anything. But no, that's not what happens. So oh well. Don't forget to check the date of the next episode. Thank you for that. Yes. Remember, this was done today because there is no February 29th. I'm not gonna, just wait and have this like float around in limbo forever. That would not be fair on you guys. But now that you do mention it, actually, let us check the date for the next one. That's episode. Oh wait, no, this is episode 31. So episode 32, which actually, speaking of Travis and such, is one of the things that was the basis of the truth about Travis theory all those years ago, her best friends. Yeah, this is the turning point, people. So yes, March the 3rd, 2016. I kind of knew that already, I'm just like, showing you guys on screen anyway. So instead of 3 days, we have 2 days wait this time, because again, no February 29th. So the 3-day cycle is kind of broken. And then afterwards, we're going to Acon, and that's season 1 done. So yeah. I hope to see you guys then, basically. Let's read the last things here. MC and MyStreet are the same world. Yeah, I know. Bear in mind, guys, I know you guys sort of, like, out of the goodness of your heart, trying to explain certain things to me, but I'm aware. And I should like saying that to the chat, but even then, the chat, like, all looking back retroactively. This is, like, the whole point of the series. It's a retroactive look back 5 years later at a series that we've all kind of watched before. At least most of us, anyway. Like, sometimes Shiny pops in, he hasn't seen all of it, but, for the most part, people kind of know a lot about MyStreet and know usually what they're talking about. So don't worry about explaining certain things like, who Ross voice is, and that, or, what MC and MyStreet are like the same canon or something, Bear in mind, I've been discussing Aphmau since 2017, so I'm very much aware. I have those old hide-and-seek videos. I miss her playing with Sky, Barney Ross, and Jin Bop. I think that's how it's spelled. It's actually Jin Bop with an N, and it's one word. But yeah, I miss those days too. It seems like right now people might think initially that she's gone sort of back to that, or at least back to like the mini games where she's playing character with the people. But no, the thing is, it's slightly different because it's a different universe with different rules, and it's much more. I don't know. It seems like much less about like friendly banter and more like the situation that you end up coming in, which is why modern Aphmau feels different to classic Aphmau from 2015, 16, 17, etc. So yeah, I am broke. I have no bells. Oh dear. Animal Crossing 2 Mario 35. Oh yeah, I remember that was mentioned. Well, good luck with that. I'll let you get to that because we're basically done here. So there's a lot of like people's thoughts at the end. And I feel like again, the later I start these streams, the later people actually come in and discuss things. But I do have to go because again I am very tired and I just want to rest and also work on something else. Oh yeah, one announcement I've got to do before I go actually. Since we're now in the month of March. Something else came out in the month of March, 2 years ago, in the month of March, and that is the first episode of The Mutant Girl. To celebrate that, we're making a remake of the first episode of The Mutant Girl, and I was going to make an announcement saying, oh yeah, that if you want to have like your OCs as extras in the series, because one thing The Mutant Girl was missing was extras, so I was going to do an OC submission basically, and talk about that. But no, if you guys have any OCs that you want to send them to me on Discord or something that you want to put in the background or something, then please do let me know. I'm going to make a video about that, hopefully having fixed my microphone, but if not, I'll just do one without, and we'll see from there. So you guys get a head start because you're here in the stream, you're in the stream club and the premiere club, blah blah blah. You know what I mean. So get on that if you want. Remember, I'll only be taking human characters, by which I mean no cat ears, no wolf ears, no tails, no deer antlers, no nothing. They're just normal human characters. Oh yeah, no angel wings or like weird like effects things in the background, because that's just not the tone of the series. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, I'll make a hashtag at some point. But yeah, just like have a think about that. Can I add yours? Again, your one. We've kind of talked about this. Your one with the angel wings and like the wolf ears and such. That's two things, kind of that have to be, that kind of like go against that. Unfortunately, if you want to change yours, then sure, yes, we can do that. Or like if you have like any other OCs that you want to particularly design and submit them in, it doesn't have to be like a person specific like OC, like their OC persona. It can be like any character that they wanted to include basically. And so yeah, that's the thing that I was going to announce, and I'm glad that I remembered that just before I stopped because I tend to forget these announcements. So yeah, that remake will come out like, well, on the anniversary of the Mutant Girl, which is March 17th. So yeah, I've got some stuff to do about that. So I'm just working on the audio and such. So I'll be doing that too. But that's the rest of my plan for today, apart from eat dinner because I am hungry. You could use your IRLOC. Yes, you could indeed, Emily. So yeah, anyone else who wants to do that, then make sure to think about that and let me know. But for now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you've not done so already, and I will see you all back here on March the 3rd in 2 days' time. Same place, 5 years later. Well, not same time because I was late this week. But still, on that note, your confusion, what's confusing? I'm so glad you called it that. I'm saying that if anyone wants to submit their gacha OCs or like any other character they designed or something as extras in the Mutant Girl, then please do so. I'm going to make a hashtag later for people to do that, in which I'll explain about like the offline exports and such. I'll get into more detail later, but that's the idea. So just like making it a little bit more interactive, also to build hype around the release of that. Why I'm having dinner at 10:40? Because I had a stream at 9:15 supposedly. That's why. Also, when you got to go at 10:30, so Anyway, I'll leave it here, and I'm actually gonna go. Weird enough, I've had dinner at later times than this, but that's no matter for now because I'm still hungry.